Hey everybody, it's Dr. Jo, and today I'm going to show you my 5-minute stretching routine for shoulder pain in real time. So let's get started. Disclaimer alert, disclaimer alert. And before we get started, if you haven't already, make sure and click on the subscribe button down there. So since this is a real-time video, if you want to, you can follow along with me since I'm going to be doing the full stretches for the 30 seconds. Now this is just a 5-minute stretching routine. A lot of times with my patients, I'll have people say, I just don't have time to stop for 45 minutes and do my whole workout routine. Now in general, if you can, you want to do, especially if you're doing stretches, you want to do them 30 seconds, 3 times. But if you don't have time for that, a 5-minute stretching routine is better than nothing. You don't have to sit there for that long period of time. You can do 5 minutes here, 5 minutes later, and then 5 minutes before you go to bed. So the way I have it set up, I've got a little timer on my phone where we're going to do a 45-second warm-up just to kind of get everything moving. And then we're going to do a 30-second stretch on each side if we're doing sides, and then a little 10-second break in between each group of stretches just to kind of reset everything. So it's going to be a little longer technically than 5 minutes, but the actual stretches are going to be a 5-minute routine. So this is really something that should be doable for you, even if you're very busy throughout the day. So we're going to start with the 45 seconds with your shoulders. A nice way to start warming up is just doing some circles with the shoulders. So this is a continuous movement. This is not going into the stretches. This is just to get the muscles warmed up and get them moving. You can do 5 or 10 one way, reverse it, and then do 5 or 10 the other way. Again, this is just to kind of almost wake up those muscles, get them a little bit warm before you go into that stretch. Then you can also just do some shoulder squeezes. I'm just pulling my shoulder blades together towards the spine. I'm not just pushing with my elbows, even though my elbows are going back. I'm actually activating those muscles, but I'm kind of doing a continuous motion. I'm not, pulling hard or anything. So now we're going to go into the stretches. So that's the nice warm up. So the first one's just going to be a posterior capsule stretch or a cross arm stretch. So I'm bringing my arm over, trying to keep it fairly straight. I can bend my elbow a little bit. Some people just want to place it on their shoulder. And I'm using the other arm just to pull across. So you should feel that stretch through here. It shouldn't be painful. Don't pull so hard where you're feeling pain. If you've got some shoulder pain, maybe to here is all you're going to need. So just getting that nice stretch. Coming down and then bringing the other one over. So you can see I'm either pushing on my elbow. If your elbow's a little sore, you can come up a little bit higher. Sometimes you might hear a little pop. Mine just popped a little bit, but it wasn't a painful pop, so that's fine. Again, some people might just want to place it on their other shoulder and pull over. Straight versus bending will stretch the muscles a little bit differently, so you can switch it up and alternate if you want to, but you don't have to. You can just pick whichever one is more comfortable for you to get that stretch. So after the 30 seconds, take a little 10-second break. So the next one we're going to do is just a tricep stretch or an inferior capsule stretch. And so that one's just going to be now bringing your arm up and over behind you. So I'm pushing my elbow behind me, or I'm pulling it if I have enough flexibility on the other side behind me. Again, with your hand here, you can either just prop it up on your shoulder or just kind of let it hang, whatever's comfortable for you. I'm really trying to push just more backwards. Some people kind of pull in a little bit. You can do that as well. It just, the stretch you're trying to get is either your triceps or that inferior capsule in that shoulder. So just getting that nice stretch. And then you're just going to switch to the other side. So again, bringing my elbow up and either pushing it back or pulling it back if I can get my arm a little bit further back. But again, you shouldn't be feeling pain with this. You should just be feeling a good stretch. I'm feeling it more in my triceps here because my capsule is not very tight, and just getting that nice good stretch. And again, if you want to go inwards a little bit, you'll get a slightly different stretch with that versus just going straight back. Whatever is the most comfortable for you. And then you're just going to come down, again, just kind of stretch everything out. The next one's going to be for the rotator cuff going into external rotation. This one might be a little uncomfortable or hard for people. External rotation is going back this way. If you can bring your other arm underneath to kind of set it in place, you're going to pull almost like a pendulum motion, going into that stretch. And so I'm feeling that in my rotator cuff area, getting that nice stretch for that subscapularis muscle. So again, this might not be something people can do. You can even bring it back a little bit if you've got a lot of motion. But if you're having some shoulder pain, you might want to bring it down a little bit, but you're going back into that motion. So if you can't get this weird twisting motion like this, you can hold it here and just rotate back into that external rotation. But if you want that little bit of extra pressure, and you can, this is going to be a nice stretch. And again, you can bring it out to the side a little bit to get more, or just bring it in here and get that stretch. But again, if that's too much getting into that pretzel motion, you can just kind of hold here and rotate back, or rotate back that way and get that stretch. So then again, just let that relax, because of course that was a pretty big stretch. So the next one is going to be for your chest muscles or your pec muscles, which again come into the shoulders. So this one, we're just going to do it twice because it's going to be a one-way stretch. Clasp your hands behind you, push down and away, and push your chest forward. So you're really kind of almost like you're puffing up your chest, and then pushing not just down, but down and back behind you. And you should really feel that stretch through those pec muscles right there, holding that stretch. There's a couple different ways to stretch those muscles. So if this one is uncomfortable for you, I definitely have some other ones that you can do, and you can check out those videos. So again, just kind of shaking it out and going right back into it, since this one is the same one. So just again, holding that 30-second stretch. And so if you're enjoying this as you're following along, make sure and hit that subscribe button. I have so many of my viewers that don't actually subscribe to my channel. So if you're enjoying this video, please take a second just to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, because it's really important just to make sure you're getting all those stretching and exercising videos that you might need. So then the last one after this stretch is going to be an upper trap stretch. The upper trap is in the shoulder and the neck area. So this one is really important. So I'm just going to sit on my hand and gently pull my head away from that side. The reason I'm sitting on my hand is to make sure that I'm holding that shoulder down. You don't have to do that, but you're going to get a better stretch with it. So I'm really just keeping my head in this upright position and then gently pulling it over. So I'm not turning my head, in a rotation motion. It's just side bending towards the opposite side to get that stretch. So if you don't want to sit on your hand, you can place it just behind you in your lower back and still get that nice stretch there. If you want a little bit more of a stretch while you're doing it, try and bring your elbow down towards the chair. And that's really going to help bring that shoulder down and give you more of a stretch in that upper trap. And so that's right through here to get that nice stretch. And so it feels really, really good. And so it's not only great for your shoulder, but it's great for your neck area as well, just to get that great overall stretch. So there you have it. That was my 5-minute stretching routine for shoulder pain in real time. If you'd like to help support my channel, make sure and click on the link up there. And don't forget to subscribe by clicking down there. And remember, be safe, have fun, and I hope you feel better soon.